This presentation will tell you all about the writing process. The first step in the writing process is to pre-write and plan. If you ask yourself, what do you think is involved in pre-writing and planning, it's really a lot of quantity. You want to write as much as you possibly can because you can always edit things out later. You want to spend this time thinking about your topic and exploring different ideas. Once you have some ideas down, you can make an informal outline, and from that you can craft a working thesis. It's called a working thesis because it's not set in stone at this point. You still have time to change it before your final product. After you've done your pre-writing and planning, then you can start drafting. Don't worry about anything here. You still don't have to fuss over the rules. You just want to write everything down because, again, you've got plenty of time where you can revise and edit. Be carefree, be messy, and if you need to, take a break. Once your draft is ready, you are to the important stage of the writing process. During this stage, you are going to need to revise, edit, and proofread. You want to think about two different things, the big picture and the small stuff. The big picture is your ideas and the structure of your ideas. Once you know that everything you want to say is included and all the extra stuff is taken out, then you can look at the small stuff such as your grammar, punctuation, and spelling. One way to review your paper is to take a break from it after you write it. Once you have a few days of not looking at your paper, you can come back and read it, and you will have your reader's shoes on. You will be looking at your paper more like a reader than a writer because you've given yourself some space. You also want to try to find someone to peer review your paper. Peer reviews are a great way to get extra feedback. Finally, spend some time reading your paper aloud. You can find a lot of little mistakes by doing this. In addition, when you're revising by hand, make sure you print your draft out so that you can mark on a piece of paper and then make changes on the computer. Don't forget, even professional writers have editors and revise their paper lots and lots of times. For instance, Ray Bradbury revised one of his novels 150 times. While you're trying to get through some of your revisions, think of using 3 different techniques. Try reading your paper from the top down. This way, you'll make sure that all your ideas are in the right spot and that they make sense together and your transitions are working well. Next, try reading your paper from the bottom up. It won't make a lot of sense this way, so it'll help you pick out your smaller grammar mistakes. Finally, you can use a targeting technique. This is where you think about the things that you have the trouble with the most, and you read your paper specifically looking for that problem area. If it's topic sentences, just read your paper and look at your topic sentences and think if they're doing the thing that they're supposed to do. Are they announcing your main idea? If it's something more grammar related or punctuation related, maybe you forget to use commas in the right spots. Take some time to just read your paper, looking for spots where you think you might have forgotten commas or need to take commas out. And last, be very careful of using the grammar and spell check. These are great tools to use, but they are not foolproof. So just beware. Use your own common sense in the things you've learned in class. Don't make every change that it suggests. Think about what it's suggesting and figure out if it makes sense with what you've been learning in class. If it does, then accept the change. If not, then ignore it.